3, 2, 1, and we're live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to ACG, where we're just a couple gamers. I'm your boy Smooth.
I'm your boy Doxternamus.
And this is episode 40, player suggestions, guys. This is probably the most crucial and insanely important live stream that we've done in a while, simply because I do want the community to feel like they're being heard. So we're going to use this platform that we have to help the community be heard. But while I do my thing, I'm going to let Doc fill y'all in real quick on the comings and goings of the Godfather 29-1 and Godfather community as a whole. What's going on, Doc? How you feeling today, brother?
What's cracking on? What's happening, everybody? Welcome, everybody. Letting everybody come on in, hop a seat, get your drink, get your blunt, do whatever you want to do. Unwind, relax. As you heard, Smooth today is player suggestions, ideas. You know, we want to hear from you guys. You know what I'm saying? We want to hear your voice. We want to hear your opinions. So, you know what? Think of some things. Get ready to start texting out, or if you want to call in, do that. Guess what? It's all about you guys today, right?
Right.
As in announcements, okay? As in announcements today, as an event-wise, we have Purge event happening. We did have Gathering event, and it was crazy, though, because there was a little bit of a situation on Gathering event where people were still gathering during Gathering event and got hit. And unfortunately, that's what happens during Gathering event. So shout out to those that got hit. Hopefully, you guys learned your lesson in not gathering during Gathering event. Right? Okay. So I just want to put the public service announcement out there for everybody on that aspect of things. Now we got Purge event going on, right? So get out there, guys. Get your Purge event. Now, if you guys are having Purge event in other zones and you guys want your Purge event shown on the podcast, I, Doxternamus, is sending an invitation out to everybody out there. If you guys want your Purge event shown on the podcast, hey, guys, listen. Let me know, okay? Let us know. Get us in the mix, okay? Here's the reason. We want to get active. We want to get acclimated. We want to be transparent and receptive with everyone. If you didn't hear, this is 40 episodes in, guys. And from day one to now, it's been amazing. And here's the thing. We're not even looking back. We're looking forward, right? So
Right.
Let's get that. Let's keep that momentum going. Okay. Now, another thing on top of that is, guess what? We have our first ever Godfather tournament, right? And we keep on saying it and saying it. Well, we keep on saying it because we want to see some traction on it, right? So one is backed by the developers, so there will be 3 prizes coming down the pipeline. Okay. Details will be here. All right. We're just waiting on response times. And hey, we got to give people their due, right? So patience is a virtue, and I really believe that. But in order to get into the tournament, we need you guys to follow, subscribe us on Mobile Discord, Mobile Mafia Discord, right? Go ahead and subscribe, follow us, like us, go in there and talk. Heck, if you want to make a joke, talk shit, do what you want to do, but join the Chat Mafia crew, right? And then, other than that, if you want to be a moderator, so you can fill in the Mobile Mafia, the Chat Mafia, get on here and give us an update in the event. By all means, we need moderators like you, right? Please, if you guys are interested, hit me up. I'm Doxternamus, hit Smooth Criminal up, hit Lethal Woman up, hit Leisha Mack up, hit Goderator up, aka Sexual T-Rex. Let us know, and we would definitely get you on. We want you guys to speak just like how we're speaking, you know?
Yep.
Voice your zone. Shout out to your zones. You know what I'm saying? This is what this is here for, okay? And lastly, today's episode, like Smooth says, player suggestions, right? So players, but today we got an all-star cast coming on today. So as soon as they get here, we'll definitely let y'all know. But yeah, sit back, relax. There may be a surprise in this podcast. I can't say for sure, but circumstances being what they are, it may be a surprise that you guys can see something spectacular happening today, about it for now, big dog.
Thanks so much, Dr. Damas. We need to go ahead and switch the call over so that we can get our co-hosts into the call. We got a full house tonight for you guys. Here we go.
Hold on. My that's not working. Hello.
Hello. Welcome back to the channel, Frig. Thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Okay, sorry. Let me fix my earbuds.
No problem. No problem at all. Take your time. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a round of applause for Frig? Welcome, Frig, back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot of Chat Mafia folks jumping in here. Let's go, guys. This is crazy. Okay, so I'm just cruise. So what I'm gonna be doing today, folks, is I'm gonna be going to the hey, shout out OG. Thanks for joining the Mobile Mafia ACG Discord channel. We really appreciate you, OG. Means a lot. Cruz, if you haven't jumped into the ACG Discord, brother, click that link. Everybody click that Discord link, guys. Get into the join us. That is the official ACG link, guys. Hold on one second. Let me turn Frig up. I gotta get Frig turned up here. How do I get back to that? Damn, I hate this. Oh, she's not back in the call yet, I don't think. Oh, you are? What the heck? How do I? Oh, there you are. Okay. I'm gonna turn you up. Okay, you are at 145 now. Should be good. Okay. You guys let me know if Frig sounds low to you guys, let me know. Because I don't want her to get drowned out. Okay, so what I'm gonna be doing tonight, guys. Zach, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming in the call. Coming in the live. So what I'm going to be doing, guys, is I'm going to be going to the official Godfather Discord. We've got Frig, the moderator, on the line with us, guys. And I'm going through all of the old and new player suggestions to the developers. And, you know, Frig is a very long time moderator, so she would be in the know as far as what things have been completely dismissed, what things are just absolutely hilarious that some of the players have suggested, and then, you know, some things that we might be able to add in that actually make sense. So starting all the way back in let me see, in February of 2022. So we're going back like 2 years here, guys, because there's so many suggestions, and I'm gonna do my best to kind of dig through these for the good ones. And then also we can do like a bloopers type thing and talk about the funny shit that people have suggested. Somebody said something about like if you attack elites, they give you like super high level resources to get to mansion 36, and he was like, and you can use that, and then you have a 36-hour cooldown. This guy was randomly just throwing shit together. Did not even make sense, but we'll even read the funny ones, guys.
Wait, time out.
What?
Hold on. I think that dude had a little point there, like, because didn't our legends, our OGs mention, like, the higher the mansion you go, the higher the resource you have to use, right?
Yeah.
And it's not just your standard regular steel oil. No, you got to use rubber. You got to use those other mixed resources, right? I think that's a good idea. I think if you're going, depending on the elite itself, though, it can't just be a level 1 elite, obviously. Like a level 3 elite or something. If it goes that high, I don't know. I haven't been that far. If I'm wrong, chime in, cut me off, and say, be quiet, you're wrong. But if not, I think the higher level elite should get the higher reward, which can help, in a sense, with building those higher mansions. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think that's a good idea. Now, how he worded it kind of sounded retarded, but I think it's a good idea, though. I think it is. Because didn't they say it takes a long time to build those resources, though?
It does, yeah.
There it is.
There are 4 different levels of elites. There's ones, there's 2s, there's 3s, and then there's bosses. And it's a 3-day event, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 1s are on Friday, 2s are on Saturday, and then 3s and bosses are on Sunday. And bosses do give more rewards, but it's still like not enough, if that makes sense, for the player base. And even still, the way the rewards work, like you get rewards for the first 3 of the level that you kill. So if you kill 30 level 1s, for example, you only get rewards for the first 3.
Right.
And then when 2s open and you kill however many of those, you get 3, the first 3.
That makes sense. Okay.
And so one of the biggest issues is the fact that you can spend literally 3 days doing nothing but killing elites, and you're not getting compensated for all of the ones that you're killing. And so the player base is asked for rewards for every single elite that they kill. So if you kill 30, you get 30 elites. Rewards for 30 elites. Yeah.
Oh, we got Bricks back in here. Welcome back, Bricks. Subutides come in. Welcome back, guys. So
I think they do need to fix that though, because elites can be fun, but like Frig says, after 3 you're done.
Right.
You do it even if you want to do more, you're not going to get compensated for it. I think that should be fixed. You know what I mean? If you want to make
it's a huge request. I hear it over and over and over again that people want this fixed. So I have that one labeled as like a high priority on my list.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Brick says most old servers are the ones shotting bosses with like 3 one-shotting bosses with like 3 people. There should be more difficulties with better rewards for sure. Yeah, that hurts my feelings, to be honest, to think that it doesn't adjust.
I think with Bricks and Friggs is like ideas in the sense kind of coexist, because the higher the elite, the stronger the elite, the better compensation. I think if the developers can come up with a developing plan to where each level, right? Obviously, you got 4 levels, but why not restart it again after you beat the 4th level, or just compensate folks on the number of battles that they have, right? And then on the flip side, what Bricks is saying is like, why don't you make these level elites for like servers in the beginning a little bit harder? But if they're going to do that, they're going to have to do it for the whole game, right? Because they just can't compartmentalize just a zone per zone.
Right.
Correct. Okay. And they did make the elites harder within the last 6 months to a year. I can't exactly remember when it came out, but it was recent in terms of game updates. Gotcha. They made them harder, and I can tell you there was like a huge uproar on Discord about how hard they were. And if the older servers, I don't know, Zone 1, Zone 10 maybe, are one-shotting it, great, good for you. Y'all are like 2 out of however many servers we have now. So congratulations. Y'all are uber strong. So not everybody can do that.
Yeah, I wish we could 3-shot them bitches.
Hey, round of applause for those 2.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
If you can one-shot elite, round of applause for you, okay? Hey, you should deserve rewards consecutively. You're one-shotting these elites. That should be compensation guaranteed. So yeah, I like that idea though. I'm in agreement with that one. I love it.
Well, let me start all the way back. Let me see, January. March of 2023. All right. It's somebody named. I'm gonna go ahead and just put the names out there too, because they might hear this. This guy's Discord name is Michael. He says the rewards for the tech event isn't fair. First place gets 3,000 gold, an 8-hour tech speed up times 3. Second gets 2,000 gold, 8-hour tech speed up times 2. Third gets 1,000, but fourth gets 500 gold and a 1-hour speed up times 4. That's half of third place prize, not even 30% of second. He said my suggestion for the fourth place prize in tech event should be like 700 gold at least. He says for fourth, with 3-hour tech speed ups times 2, and then fifth place can be what you put as fourth. It'll be nice if this is applied to all other events as well.
So I would lump that particular request into a generic request where all rewards across all events, including the wharf and the department store and the casino, all rewards everywhere get increased or improved, because the way they are now, there's not a whole lot being given, and the demand for those items is a lot higher. I can talk about what's being given on wrenches and alloy, and the demand for wrenches when you get to 31 and have to start using them for buildings. What we're being given in the game free is laughable compared to the demand on what we need to spend to upgrade. The same with alloy, the same with the celebration alloy, which asterisk, I realize we're not getting any of it right now. So like just across the board, every reward that you can get, it needs to be increased. Period.
I agree.
And that's on the list.
Yeah, like I also feel like the plots of resources should have a lot more. They should go higher level as your mansion goes up, as your march goes up. That
is what you get in CCSE.
Okay.
So CCSE has tiles from 5 to 9, whereas your home server only has up to 7.
Mm-hmm.
But CCSE, you go all the way up to 9. You do have a resource cob event that happens on your home server, which I have my own personal feelings about that. I think it's stupid, but you do have that, so you do have access to more res, so that's an option.
Okay. Well, I'm starting to notice while I'm sifting through these player suggestions. I got Sterling said back in April 3rd of 2023. He said, hey devs, Purge is done in 2 minutes now. Y'all really need to update this event. So as I'm seeing this, I'm starting to see a trend here. And so why do you think they never scaled everything as the players got bigger and bigger in the servers? Like, you would think that there would be some type of algorithm where as the player mansion sizes are growing as a whole across the board with all the players in the server, everything should scale with that. And it should obviously go by the majority. So if the majority of players are all 5 to 10 mansion levels higher than they were a month ago or 2 months ago, you would think that the elites would scale, the purge would scale, the resource tiles would scale with the mansion level. Why do you think they never did that?
Dynamic coding. It's basically smart coding. It has to look at something and make adjustments based upon what the algorithm is. And I don't know the coding skills of the developers, so I can't speak to that, but that is called dynamic coding. And if you look at or have been in the game long enough, you have a pretty good sense of there's not a single island in all of the servers. And what I mean by that is we are all built the exact same way We all function the exact same way. The timeline is on point. It doesn't change. So when you figure out these things that are consistent, you realize that there's no uniqueness. There's no uniqueness. If you look at server 1 and everything server 1 has gone through, server 10 is going to get that. And server 18 is going to get that. And server 22 will eventually merge in with server 18, so they're going to get that. I mean, it's like, it's a domino effect. So there is no, like, server 1 only gets ABC and everybody else gets something different. But it's not, they're not coded that way.
That's a really good point. And I do feel like this probably all goes back to what we talked about not long ago with, you know, one part of the developer team left. And with that came the problem of not being able to change the code or whatever it is.
Right.
You know?
T-Rex. Good evening, everybody. How we doing?
Welcome back, brother.
Good.
Welcome back.
Welcome. Nice to be here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now have... Yeah, nice to have you here. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have Frig in the building on the mic, and we also have T-Rex in the building on the mic, and of course, Doc. We are just waiting on the inevitable... Sterling to show up. So now we almost have the full group now. So I don't know if you were listening, T-Rex, but we started covering some of the suggestions. And we hit on, well, I'm starting, I guess, all the way back as far as I could go, or as far as Discord would let me. And we're just going to work our way up to the most recent suggestions here. We were just talking about how the game algorithm is not supportive of scaling events to mansion size and power and player power.
It certainly doesn't seem like it is now.
Yeah, as well as the non-scaling of the rewards for all of these things.
Yeah, I think the only difference is server to server. I kind of caught a little the end of what Frank said. Server 1 gets the same thing as 10, gets the same thing as 20, all at the same time. It's just like the older servers got the new stuff later in their game than we get it in ours. I think that's the only difference. But the release date is the release date. We all get it the same exact day. It's not scaled. Just the newer servers kind of get like when we're spending or whatever, like we get the new Capo packs that the older servers, now that that's a brand new Capo for them, they have to build all the way up, and we'll have it from the beginning of our server where they already have like 20 well-developed orange capos or something like that.
Right. That sucks, man. And I'm also sitting here looking at this. Somebody said, actually, Doomsday. He's been in here. I've talked to him. Doomsday from server 19.2 said, "Can we please consider making the map bigger in a core for those who have merged 3 times already?" He said, or even 2 times. He said, you get over 300 mansions trying to find resource tiles. There's only 8 at a time, 7 forces each mansion. Like, that sounds like chaos.
That is chaos. No, that ain't sounding like that is chaos for real. Yeah, the math does not math there.
I think I know this guy. He's on my zone, or he was on my zone.
Mm-hmm.
He got burned off this past weekend.
Oh wow!
Gotcha. Okay. Right.
He's over exaggerating a little bit. He was complaining about our CCSE. He's a glorified farmer. So yeah, he couldn't get his tiles. Go back to your home server and get them. So
damn.
I'm trying to say this as nicely as possible, but
that's all right.
He's not.
Now that's all right.
I don't know how to make this any nicer than I already have, to be honest. He's not in the main family. He had 0 protection. He's complaining, is what that was.
Jeez.
Understood. Rogue element.
Yeah, 100%. So I just want to just throw this in there because I'm looking at this in the player suggestions. This guy posted a crazy screenshot of his capo skills and fragments in his hotel, he's got over 6,000 of each capo skill fragment. 6,000. This man has been hoarding. He should be on an episode of Hoarders right now. That is insane.
He better not burn them. He better not burn them. He better not burn those items. That'll be one dumb guy. Sterling.
Sterling's in here?
Yes, it is.
Welcome back, Sterling. Can we get a round of applause for the returning man, Sterling, ladies and gentlemen? Ooh, clapping.
I already did it.
No, you
It
didn't.
says completed.
Oh, now hit it. Hit it.
One comment about the gathering on CCSC.
Yes.
Like you got to work out with the rest of the families in the zone, whether it's like all the R6s or R5s or whatever. We had a problem with people bringing their farms in and trying to gather on CCSC, and we just had to basically try and shut that down. So there's no point in bringing a farm to CCSC unless you're just going to use it in cobs. But yeah, if somebody's bringing a farm to gather, it is not good. Don't do it.
I would like to follow up on that because every zone has their own rules regarding CCSE.
Right.
Every zone does something different, and I think I commented somewhere on one of the podcasts recently about how cutthroat Zone 1 and Zone 10 are regarding not just server wars, but CCSE in particular. And we just had our second merge with our first CCSE last week, and we have 0 rules. There are no rules. There are no tile safe. There's no, like, don't hit this family or don't hit that family. Or like, we have 0 rules. So you can do whatever the hell you want to do.
Okay.
That sounds fun as hell.
We don't try to limit it at all. And there's a lot of people that complain about double marches and XYZ and whatever, the event chat. And I'm just like, why are you complaining about double marches when you don't lose any troops, first of all?
Yeah, I don't know. That seat's kind of stupid.
We have someone from Zone 10 who doesn't play Zone 10 anymore, but he was original to Zone 10, and he was complaining about how Pile 5s aren't safe. And I was like, no, we don't have any tiles safe.
Good lord, man. You don't lose troops. What the hell is the point?
That part.
Okay, well...
It drives me nuts for days. That's all I see. It drives me nuts.
I can't just say this about America, but I will say that part of the problem in this world we live in is that everybody gets an opinion. That's just my opinion, but I think that's
You don't get an opinion.
valid. Okay.
One comment real quick.
Go ahead, buddy.
So we're talking about CCSC. For people who don't know what that is, that's core cross server. You basically have, if you look on the map, you have servers 1 through 8 in an entire zone, and then you got server 9, which is right there in the middle. And what happens is that once a month, everybody from the entire zone can port in to the server 9 area, and you got those special tiles. It's, like she said, it's tiles 5 through 9, and you got it's kind of like the occupation event, where you got metros, you got villages, and then you got central city. But it's the entire zone is competing for them.
Oh.
So, and what ends up happening is with different villages, metros, and central city, you get access to train next tier troops.
Yes.
Okay.
You can train a level higher than what you're usually capable of, correct?
Yeah, so at the very minimum, if you go to CCSC, you'll get access to at least T7 if you got at least a village. So, and then from there, it just depends. So like on a metro, you'll typically get 2 types of troops. On a village, you'll basically get 1. But if your family captures the entire central city, you get access to all of the next tier troops. So bars, guns, bombs, knives, all that.
Wow.
So he said it's like the occupation one that I was doing. And then I level up. Okay.
It's like an all server occupation event.
Got it. Yeah, I kind of did the occupation event this time just for like getting involved myself, just to see like what it was about, because I feel like I constantly don't do these events because I'm scared I'm gonna screw something up. And so this time I was like, I'm going for it all.
But it's half the fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a question for you guys. How do you guys feel about the Family Feud event? I see somebody named Heimdall from 18.4 server said, can we please have more levels? He sent a screenshot and it looks like there's only 25 levels. Did that ever change? Did they add more levels to the Family Feud event?
Nope.
Wow. Okay. How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys feel like there's definitely not enough levels?
I mean, realistically, they should. I'll be honest, half the time I end up forgetting to do that event because it's so boring. But, yeah.
Okay. Let me see if I can find it here. Somebody said, Tequila1U1 said, why do higher level neutral gangs like level 28 and 29 don't get a refresh in proper time, and they settle very long distances on the map instead of low level neutral gangs near so very comfortable to kill them in less time? Make some adjustments so higher levels are also settled near you and get refreshed in time.
I don't know how you do that.
I think the refresh and placement, well, not the refresh, but the placement is random.
Yeah. I mean, that just sounds like somebody's complaining, which is perfectly reasonable, but that's all that sounds like.
Hunter 1.4 says, we need more storybook levels. I think stamina should be increased from to 180 to 200 so everyone can do more levels without having to use gold.
I mean, I actually agree with that.
Yeah.
I feel like
Well, so they did actually do that, to their credit. They added more storybook levels. When they added more Capo levels, they added more storybook. But, I wish there was a quicker way to refill the energy, though, or at least more ways of getting it.
Yeah, I agree. I think you should get it from hitting gangs. Not all of them, obviously, but randomly.
Yeah. Well, it's just somehow, because anytime that you're hitting the last two levels that they added, if you're hitting the ones that give you the orange equipment, then it takes more energy. So, you know, it's really annoying.
It also costs more gold if you're going to go back and hit it again after.
Right.
Like if you the second time through. So
correct.
I did like the addition of the mop button, so that once you defeat a level, you can just go and hit the mop button, and you hit it 3 times, all in one shot. Makes it a lot faster, and it makes it so I do it every day now, whereas before it was kind of a grind. Now you can finish that whole thing in like 5 minutes.
Right.
And it's very important. A lot of people don't do it, but it really should, because you get a lot of really important items in there that you're going to need if you want to do anything seriously, like in the game.
Right. Right.
Well, and to me, the best part about the levels that they added were much more ways of getting binoculars, which always took so long.
Absolutely, yeah. Binoculars are like, if I'm gonna, spend money to refresh any of the levels in there, it's the ones that get binoculars, 100%.
Yeah.
Because you need those. You need those like across the board, and not just for the binoculars, but the second level with that, when you go for the bulletproof vest, like you need so many of them, it's ridiculous.
Somebody just said in July of 2023, it's a Russian name, said, devs, can you not make talent points event a bit more realistic? Nobody wants to spend thousands of pounds for packs to get it done halfway of the stage 1. Come on, you can do better than this. What do you guys feel about that?
That's 100% legitimate. Like, without spending, you're not going to get very far in that event at all.
Like Athena said the other day, she doesn't even bother with the event. She just saves those skill points for when you get to the flower event, and she puts them in there because it unlocks one of the special rewards. You know, like if you spend like 2,000 of them or something like that, you get an extra flower pot.
That's so stupid, bro. So I've refound it. Discord has a bad habit of taking me where I was in a scroll all the way back to the top. So I found it. He said, and I think this was what T-Rex said the other day: up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, circle X. Press these keys in the gift code, and you'll unlock 6-star Bernardo. Once activated, you can beat a Mansion 36. The cooldown is a period of 69 hours, half the time if you have Dwayne in your March.
Oh my gosh. I can't.
100% accurate.
That was Pickle Rick. Shout out Pickle Rick. That was funny as hell. I like that.
He says 100% accurate.
Oh, man.
I'm confused enough.
I don't know.
You can't have
I don't know
confused
who that
enough
guy
like
is, but
that.
that's funny.
That is funny.
Like I said, whenever I end up leaving Godfather, like I will be happy that my legacy is the Legend of Bernardo.
Let me see. I gotta find a good one here, guys. I'm trying to find a good one. There's so many I have to scroll through. It's trash. Let's see.
Well,
Go ahead, brother.
I was going to say, you may have covered this already because I joined late, but the one that I had mentioned a long time ago, but then somebody had reposted about the more neutral gang levels, saved setups, and I forget what the other one was, but did they cover that?
Yeah. Wait. Not neutral. You said neutral gang setups?
No, we didn't.
Saved setups. So, like, instead of going to a quick select, if you had a setup saved as like your
Yes.
option number
Oh.
one.
Yeah. Okay.
So, instead of having to take an extra 30 seconds to, move your troops around or whatever, if you just click option 1 and then it automatically reset to what your favorite save to,
Right.
that was one of the things I said.
Like
Damn.
preset.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
preset.
actually really hate when I save my little setups, like in my little, what is it called?
Mills Terrace.
The Mills Terrace. And then I hit the auto, and I'm like, no! I have to go back and fix it. I'm like, I don't remember what it was, and I beat certain people with certain setups, and I have to figure it all out again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this
Reset.
was in not suggestion discussion, but the other one was all the elite gangs have rewards, not just your first 3 each day.
Yeah, we talked about that one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, we talked about that one.
those rewards aren't that great on the first 3. I mean,
Hell no.
and especially with as hard as the bosses are now, it would make sense to rescale the lower levels and give you a little bit more, especially because you spend so much time that weekend hitting those things.
That was my thing, is that, especially in our zone, if you're going to win that event, you literally have to hit every single gang that's on the map. Which, for one, it's not fair to the other families on the server if you've got more than just one family, but the amount of time it takes to kill off every single boss, and you do that. Even the rewards for winning the event are not that great, but especially since all you get are just for the first 3.
Right.
Right.
Worth it.
I have an idea, and I just thought of this. What do you guys think of this? So you know how when you use the train, you can add players from your family, and then everybody gets rewards? They should do something like that with an elite bosses level to your book, your storybook, where you can add 1 or 2 players from your family's capos to your force or something, and you guys have to fight those bosses together or something like that. You know?
Are you talking about elite bosses?
No, I'm talking about your storybook. If they added a whole nother level to this or chapter to the storybook, where it's just I don't know, maybe add new bosses, or they could pair up a bunch of the already existing bosses that you have to beat in Storybook, but put them together to make it harder. And then you can do the same thing you do with your train station, where you can add players, like I don't know, share your Storybook level in the family chat, and then players can add their capos, and then you start the fight that way. Once the player, your family members' capos are added, you can start the fight.
So like Storybook plus train station combo kind of thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that would be dope because one, it's just giving more stuff to do with your family. Plus, I mean, I think it would make players happy, and it probably wouldn't be that hard to actually do, given that they've already added more chapters to the Storybook. But yeah, and it wouldn't even have to be something exactly like that. Just something similar, like where we can do it together, but just add more fucking chapters. Because at the end of the day, like even if like you said, they were just giving us energy or speed ups, anything extra at this point. And I'm saying this from a nuanced perspective. I can't imagine what people like Sterling think about fucking Storybook at this point.
Well, it's annoying, but it's necessary. And just to address OG in chat, like there's probably no chance of getting Omega/Lazarus to come on. Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath for that.
Well, he did comment in the forum, so
right.
We'll take that.
Right.
Yeah. That's probably the extent of activity you're going to get from that old man.
Do you know his age in real life?
No, he did add me on Facebook. I don't do Facebook, but he did add me on Facebook, so I know his real life name. Okay,
I got you. Let's see. Okay, so someone said back in 2022, in December of 2022, his name is Seth. On Discord, the drop rate for orange ornaments sucks, and before the ornaments even there had to be an event in order to earn cores, not to have to buy them with money, but yes, developer strategy to make as much money as possible, or you can buy cores from the KFL shop, but to buy from there you have to play a KFL and win. The rewards suck. Registrations are only 3 per week. If you win, you get around 300 coins, in which you can buy 30 cores, and that from those 30 cores you can craft 1 ornament. It got a bunch of likes.
Okay. Right. I'm still thinking. I'm like, what?
I'm trying to translate that in my head right now.
Well,
I don't know how to do.
Like the one thing that stuck out to me was that he said you only get points for winning. That's just not true.
Right, you get more points for winning.
Yeah.
It depends. Some cases you get more points for losing.
Yeah. One of the struggles of being like near the top of PCL is that,
I wish I was joking.
It depends. That shit was funny, bro.
The struggle is real.
You guys got anything else to add on that before I get to the next one?
No, I think, maybe there was a Cliff Notes version of that. I don't know, but it's definitely a lot easier for the older servers because, as many people have pointed out, we typically already have most of the ornaments that we need already, but typically all we end up needing are just the regular March speed ups, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I do think the point earnings should be a little more straightforward. Like I can't tell you how infuriating it is to be playing like a really tough server win, and then you're like, what the hell is this? Like you only end up getting like 10 or 15 points, and it's like, this some bullshit.
This some bullshit. Okay. So Seth, this is the same person. So hold on to your ass cheeks here. He says the new collection from the main vault seems absurd to me! Exclamation point. My point of view! Exclamation point. First of all, to buy everything that is there, you need a lot of resource that low and medium players cannot afford. Secondly, it's very absurd to wait until you have completed the entire... He said absurd. It's very absurd to wait until you've completed the entire collection to have the blessing effect. In my opinion, to do per line 3 items collected with a certain buff and so on until the whole collection is completed. When you have completed everything, then you will get some special buffs. He said absurd.
Apparently.
Wait, what date was that?
This was 2022. End of 2022. December of 2022.
All right.
And then Angel... Go ahead.
I'm trying to see if I can translate what this is.
I mean, I will agree, the vault is very expensive.
Yes, very.
It's not like to upgrade some of those items are even more absurd.
Oh, hold on. This will be fun to talk about. Frank, you remember when the group of people tried to organize a strike across all the different zones?
What?
I do, yes.
They've done it multiple times. So yeah,
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
September 2022. These idiots. I tried to join that to, offer my opinion and see what could happen with it, but they ended up making a bunch of different demands from the development team, and it's like, guys, if you're gonna try to get something, ask for one thing, and one thing at a time. But they went through and said, I'm just gonna read the whole thing so you guys can get the dear development team from HitSense and publishers. United players of the Godfather family dynasty have come together with a list of items that are long overdue to be updated. Immediate attention is needed for the following requested changes. Hospital, reduce healing time by 75% and capacity to be increased by 150% of players' current troop size with a decrease in the amount of resources needed to heal. I mean, that would be terrific and all, but why the hell would they do that?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I love how official it sounds.
Yeah.
United we stand. Godfather.
United we stand.
Well, to be fair, the hospital one is the one that I got the positive response back from a dev. And I told you what their response was.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just generally, it won't be for free.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's
okay.
the kindness of their hearts.
Got you.
I mean, my thoughts on that would be, if you're going to do something like that, make it more easy to obtain surgery buffs, and then maybe add another capo skill that, I don't know. You got some already that help with that, but I don't know. Increased routine rewards. Sure, that's nice. Rewards across all areas of the game. This should include, but not limited to daily. I mean, you got to be specific though. Family trading, allow family trading of resources among players. Reconfigure train station. We've already talked about that. They're not going to do that because people made farms. And rubber and bank, allow players to obtain rubber and bank via resource tiles and events on their home servers. Also allow cops to include rubber and bank with a decrease in cop taxes across all resources. Yeah, so I mean, things that would be nice, but
in some ways that they have done that one. I mean, it's not consistent. They did the resource cob events, which I dislike a lot, but it's there. You can get a rubber tile on your home server. It's just not there all the time.
But yeah, I don't know. To me, anyways, just what I told them is that if you want to make a list of stuff, that's fine, but you got to go one at a time. If you put a wish list or a list like this, they're just not going to do any of it.
Right. What about this one, guys? Surreal Figus from server 1.8 says, can we please get more workshop slots and have a workshop event similar to the ornament event. We need this with all the capos, and now capo is orange +4.
Yeah,
They did increase the workshop spots.
that's Cyril Figgis, my R5.
Oh wow! Shout out Cirrus. Nice.
Cyril Figgis.
Shout out Cyril Figgis. Very nice to kind of meet you.
He's kind of an asshole. He's one of the ones I told you that he would get on here and just troll the hell out of me and probably get your channel banned.
Oh shit. Figgis, Mr. Figgis, please don't do that if you can hear me.
Greg just squealed. Like, for real. It's funny.
Sub said that would be so OP. They'll never do that. Let's see.
Did you see what Brick said? Brick said, make Max M37 free or riot.
Oh, dude, this is great. This is great. Guys, holy
you
shit.
Take anything he says seriously.
Guys,
Everybody says seriously.
I think I just found one of the best suggestions so far. I never even fucking thought of this. Okay, so you know how when you take the screws and you put them into your current color capo to increase the stats, when you go to the next color, they disappear, like when you go to the next level, right?
Yep.
This guy says, maybe screws used for updating old capo items should be returned to the player when updating the level, because this currently screws people literally. That was Tachka that said that.
Yeah.
I see what he did there.
Yeah. I think that's a great suggestion. I don't know, like, okay, so when you go to the next level, you have no items equipped, right? So I think there should be like a recycler or some type of station, kind of like the workshop, where all your old equipment, you can at least get a percentage of the material or screws back from recycling the old equipment, you know?
So says, have you seen the guy with 6,000 fragments for each skill in Discord? Imagine him instantly making
Yes. Oh, that's hilarious, Sub. Yo, that's funny. Yeah, he really did have 6,000 of each skill. That was nuts.
He said you lose the screws, the buffs don't stay.
Somebody said, Tony Pepperoni said, maybe the ability to buy resources, casino chips, or items to star up the buttonman. I don't know if he's trolling or... Go ahead.
Well, I mean, you can kind of do that already.
Yeah.
Right, for out of the packs, yeah. I wonder if he means like out of the wharf store or something.
Well, I mean, you've got stuff like that. Well, depending, like you got some of that stuff in like department store, and then you got usually whenever there are the
event stores.
Yeah, the ones where they put the gifts on the map where you have to send your spy out. Like whenever you do those, you can redeem a lot of that stuff for casino chips and other stuff. So I mean,
yeah. But the event shops or the event stores usually have that too. When they get that in the event tab, you know, you got to spend gold for it. But if you have some saved up, you can buy it. Like 1,500 troop medals or something like that. Blue casino chips, they're usually there.
yeah.
If Chat Mafia is able to use your fingers and type something in the chat right now, guys, I want to hear your player suggestions before we run out of time, guys. That's what this is for. I'm writing all of this stuff down, all of the good suggestions. I'm writing it down and hoping and praying that there's a day that the developers say, hey, Smooth, we see what you and your team at ACG are doing for the community. What do you think we should do? If one day I just so happen to get struck by lightning, and you know, this actually happens, I will have these notes, guys. So please, if you guys have suggestions, put them in the chat. I'm taking them all seriously. Let's see. So Sub said, wait, I do not understand fully, Angel. When you use the screws, you get buffs. When leveling up, you keep buffs, or am I wasting my time? Question mark. Wait, what?
A question a lot of people have been asking for a long time is whether when you move up to that next level, do the buffs that you get stack, or do they reset down to 0 again?
Right.
Like, does it continuously grow as you level up, or do you go back to 0 and start over from scratch?
I thought.
You get the like when you move up to the next level, you get increased HP, attack, and all that. And then whenever you attach the or use the screws to improve the equipment, it goes up from there. I mean, just in general, I don't usually try to add screws to something until I get to the level that I want to be at, because otherwise I'm just kind of wasting them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's always been my philosophy with them as well. Is just wait till I'm where at the end.
Oh, damn. Fartuk has a really good suggestion, guys. He says we need the ability to duel between family members. So maybe be able to attack family members on the map, look at battle reports, and obviously not lose power or whatever. It would be like a simulation, the same way you do it in martial arts studio. That's actually not a bad idea. I don't know. Would you do it city to city? I guess if you could duel your family members, then that would just be lit to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like you see, like Angelito and somebody else just going head to head on the map. That would be fucking awesome to watch. And then they can share their battle reports, and that would also be cool to watch the fights, knowing what each person has as far as skills go, and then adjusting. That's actually a great suggestion in my opinion. What do you guys think?
Pretty similar to martial arts, though.
It is.
Just
It is.
adding the defensive fire support aspect, but you can share your martial arts reports too. So
You can?
Yeah, I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
well,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Noob jar.
I mean, it messages you.
Putting $1 in the noob jar.
Put like 15 in there.
So
Breaks. You can't handle me, breaks.
let me do a cross zone so I can fight Sterling.
That I would like to see.
You can't handle me, Brooks.
I don't know if this is relevant anymore. Somebody says hi. Maybe reduce the treasure hunt spy car time, like KCL, 30-second to 1 minute. It's over 2 minutes and up and down to collect 50. Will take a chunk of time. Thank you. They go pretty fast in my fucking opinion.
That just sounds like complaining to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're getting free gifts. Like, who cares if it takes 2 minutes to get them?
it's a little bit of a grind sometimes. It might be 3 minutes out, 3 minutes back, but like you said, it's free. So shut up.
Yep.
Let's see here.
I'll add one more. Like, just going back to 2021, this was the last time that we lost Server Wars. We got second place in cross server enemy battling event, and we got 1,200 gold, 450 merits, and 45 alloy. My comment was, call me salty, but these rewards are probably the worst in the game.
Those are pretty shitty for that event.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about, like, what is it, almost 8 months worth of server wars, and then you get 1,200 gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, fuck that.
Are you guys ready to laugh?
Bruce just yelled at Pops. Let me have that plate.
Okay, so Mal Perez Gasque, I think that's French, said, I suggest guys from Hit Sense to invite us to dinner and a movie before having intercourse with us with all your bugs and failed events. He said,
That is accurate.
he said, but since you usually compensate us afterwards, I'll take the Uber money to get back home instead. That's wonderful. Okay, said, invite us to dinner before you're having intercourse with us.
That's so
That's
funny.
great.
Shout out to Mal Perez Gasque. Yeah, that's how you say it, Gasque.
Just buy me a few drinks before you fuck me.
Oh man, that's good. Okay, yeah. So somebody said, can you please not do server maintenance or updates the weekend of KCL FCL? He says you're making it even harder for me to get in contact with my family members now once there's a bug.
I think they kind of addressed addressed that, haven't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they fixed that.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Thank you,
It's
developers.
more like midweek now than towards the end of the week.
It's Thursday reset, the one between Wednesday and Thursday, and then it's Monday reset between Sunday and Monday.
Also,
I think you've actually said that before, Frick.
I don't see a way to share your. I don't see a way to share your martial arts studio thing. It doesn't allow.
I don't know.
It doesn't allow
Take
you
a
to.
screenshot.
He said take a
Take a
screenshot.
screenshot and send it online.
Oh, well, anybody can
Oh, it doesn't
screenshot.
look
I
like
just thought you could literally share. It has the little share thing, but it's just not available.
Correct. Yes.
I don't know why though. That's kind of dumb.
I would like the ability to copy paste family mail. Excuse me.
Oh my god, yes. Copy paste anything.
Yes, I would agree with that 100%.
Like when you put in codes.
Why bother? No one reads that shit anyway.
I mean, that's actually very accurate. I read it, but a lot of people don't. But I feel like just
I
putting in
sent
the
the family
code.
mail today, and I got more responses today than I have in months on a family mail. It was, hey, be nice to each other, stop talking shit inside the family, and I finally got people like messaging back like, yeah, I agree, like, and except for the one guy who it was really directed towards.
That's actually really ironic that Sterling said what he said a minute ago, because I just found his comment on March 3rd of 2023. He said, yeah, I notice all the updates are coming right before they're all off for the weekend. They should do them on Mondays. Let's see here. Let's see what do we got. Can we please have a way to buy Unity certifications to be able to upgrade the vault perks after a certain level?
Wait, say that again?
Buy Unity certificates?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that they have a way to do that now. There's in packs and there's other areas where you can get them. So I think that's taken care of.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. He said, Angel, back in February 15th of 2023, how about raising the levels on Purge, like level 100 or something? I think we talked about that earlier.
My name's in the world chat.
Yeah, let's go.
I just got 4,800 coins.
Ooh, that's a good one. I never thought about this, but different weather would be better. For example, storms, heavy raining, etc. That would be so easy, I think, for them.
You would think.
Yeah, like
You would think.
a simple cosmetics. Like, yeah, I agree with you. And that was Rose. Rose on Discord. Great suggestion.
Hey, if they put snow on the map during like Christmas time, that's
Right.
not good enough.
Right. Well, hey, no, it's not good enough.
Where's my snowman? Where's my tree?
Yeah, we should be able to decorate our mansion area.
I should be able to go into world chat and throw a snowball in your face.
Whis.
Why do that in game when you can do that in real life?
Because we live in Virginia, which snow doesn't exist.
Occasional snow.
Shit, where'd it go?
I don't want to hear that. I live in Alabama. I get snow once every decade.
You're right. You got it worse than
They
us.
haven't had snow in 2 years.
Sheesh.
We got it good.
If you want snow, you can come visit me.
I do.
It's lots of it.
I do. I love the snow
No.
so much.
I'll stay here.
Yeah, you stay there. I'll take the snow.
I'll leave it.
You can just send it
Can't wait
my
to get out
way.
of- I can't wait to get out of this state.
February 27th, 2023, Sterling says talent points event should just be called Who Can Spend the Most Money event.
Fair.
As I said.
Somebody
Hasn't changed.
Somebody
Stalking.
said honor points. Each week we should be able to send honor points to other players depending on your rank. Honor points are mainly a way to show your appreciation and respect for other players. That's a fucking great idea.
That's really
That is a
cool.
fuck. This guy Bixian he's the guy that had the other really great idea. His ideas are great. That is a great, like,
What
just
would they do?
respect points. What's that?
What would they do?
So it's basically a way of it's kind of like kissing the ring. You know what I'm saying? And the mafia is big. John Gotti was huge for that. It's just kissing the ring, showing your respect, stuff like that to other players. And then obviously,
Like a cosmetic thing.
what's that?
She was saying a cosmetic.
Like
thing.
a cosmetic thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just like a thumbs up. You get likes on stuff in Facebook and shit. You could give people a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and then that's also going to show who the douchebags of the server are. If somebody's running around just murdering everybody and being a douchebag, and you know what I'm saying, like everybody should be able to go to that person's profile and give them a thumbs up or a thumbs down or something. I personally think that's a good idea.
It's kind of like how they have it on PUBG, where like you can report somebody and then your what is it called? Like your overall honorary whatever it's called goes up and down based on if you're reported or not.
Oh my God, he just had another great idea. Holy shit, I like this guy. Biction said organized crime, a group crime. You need 4 people or more to successfully initiate it. The leader would possibly be the highest ranked person. He said other positions could be created based on Capo skills, skill levels, and attributes. He said the percent win ratio would be based on the overall team synergy and strength of the players you're with. I like the synergy idea as well. So if you're doing these quote unquote organized crimes together, but you keep doing these crimes with the same players, you're creating a higher level of synergy, which obviously it's kind of like, like 2 great basketball players that have been playing together for a long time. They know where that pass is going. They know where he's going to be. They know where to put the ball. I like that a lot. Me personally, that's a yeah.
That's a great idea. I don't see any way of putting something like that into the game at this point.
Yeah, but it would have been great.
I would like to see, like, similarly, if they would rework the train station where, that part where you could attack the other people's trains.
Right.
Maybe do something like that where, you can make that, you and up to like 3 people can hop in depending on the level of the train you're attacking. Like if you go after an orange level train, you can have more people come with you, and then you fight that person, and they are allowed to have like 3 security guards for their train.
Right.
So you have like a 4-on-4 battle, and then the winner gets whatever the train is for.
Very, very. I really do think that they dropped the ball on that, man. I realize after talking to you guys that there was a whole developer team issue, which kind of basically made the train station a little bit of irrelevant. But I agree with you. I have a question for you. BK, Discord name BK, April 20th of 2023 says, can we get the chaotic faction or invasion events again? What are those, and did they never come back?
Yeah, they do on occasion.
Yes.
Is there
There's events that rotate around.
okay.
They're not like every month or whatever. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head the frequency in which they come, but there's a series of events that come sporadically. I'll put it like that.
Okay. Do you know why that is, maybe?
Not that long ago.
Why they don't come every month or whatever?
Yeah. Like, why are they just sporadic with some of these events?
Okay, so you know how like there's the set events, like there is a family week, and then there is like the next week where you're upgrading your mansions and your capos and you're building your blocks and blah blah blah. That's your consistent like weekly events, and then there are monthly events. There are rotating weekly events like starting your troops or tech or training or whatever, and then there are these specialty events like the chaotic events and the invasion events that come, that they're like, again, I don't know how frequently they come, but they get lumped together and then they rotate through those events.
That's like the camp elimination event we have now. That's one that sporadically will pop up.
I feel like
Yeah.
we should spread them out.
I'm gonna make a
So it
prediction.
rotates. It rotates through.
The first invasion event you get, everybody's gonna hate everybody else.
Yep.
Mm.
Stop killing my boss. Why is everyone killing my boss? I'm not getting my
Oh my God, I
point.
hate that. I hate it so much. I cannot accurately describe how much I hate that event.
And you gotta send mail out. Please, everybody, stop attacking everyone. Man, fuck that. Like, kill every boss you find. Like, survival of the fittest.
Survival
You
of
kill
the
my
fittest.
boss, I'm killing it. You kill my boss, I'm killing yours. Like, it is what it is.
Eye for an
Like, on the
eye.
map,
Well,
like you go find a boss to kill.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
we had to send out mail, and we try to set the expectation that, look, if somebody else's boss pops up, you don't touch it. It's up to that person. If they tell you that you can take it, then you can take it.
Right.
But just little tidbit. Whenever you do have that event, you can send one single like T4 against the invasion boss,
Mhm.
and you still get some pretty decent rewards from it. And it doesn't really take a lot of percentage away from whatever is left of that boss. So it's a great way to actually share the invasion boss amongst the family. Is that everybody just sends like one T3 or T4, then everybody gets rewards from it.
And that's actually very good advice. Not a lot of people have thought to do that.
Right.
That's an excellent idea. The only reason I'm still cringing about that is I have I've known people personally that will complain regardless, and then I know people personally that are idiots. And so, if you tell them to do that, they're still going to mess that up.
Yeah. Oh, people are fucking retarded. Yeah, it's absolutely going to happen.
Oh gosh.
But you know, it's still the rewards that people can get from that event are fantastic. So you know,
Go ahead, Sterling. I'm sorry.
well, I was just going to say, like the headache that you get from it versus the people that play that event correctly and only send one T3, T4, T whatever it is, like the rewards that those people get, it to me it outweighs the headache. I try to ignore all the complaining that you get in chat. Like I said, that ignore button, it really is your greatest weapon in your arsenal. Just ignore everything that's going on. But,
Complaining makes it to Line, makes it to WhatsApp, makes it to all the emails in game. I mean, it makes it to private chats. It never ends. And I will just say this.
Just change it.
I will just say this, and I really hope my family's hearing this. I will never, ever, 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 ever put in a suggestion to the devs to make a little notice that tells you who steals your boss. Never. Never, ever.
you will have an insane war in your server if that happens.
I will
Somebody's
never
gonna
do
get
it.
kicked. Yeah. But
That is the worst idea ever.
Well, look, guys, it's been an hour and a half. This has been super fun, but I've also realized something. I love the chemistry of all of us in the same room. I gotta say that. I really think it makes for a great conversation every time, no matter what we're talking about. And I also realized we only scratched maybe 2% of the actual suggestions from the players. What is that noise?
Sorry, that's my
Keywords.
car.
That's
my car.
Oh, you're good. So basically,
I don't have my seatbelt on, bad boy.
basically we're gonna need to do this again because, like I said, we only scratched the surface, and I think I spent too much time having to scroll through a crazy amount of suggestions. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plan a date to do this again with you guys. We'll try and plan it where everybody can be in the same room, and I'm gonna take screenshots of all the best ideas. But before we go, can you guys each give one quick suggestion to the devs? If you were gonna give one suggestion from yourself to the devs and they were going to do it, what would it be? I'm going to start with you, Frigg, then we'll go Sterling, T-Rex, and Doc. What's your suggestion, Frigg?
Top suggestion is to increase rewards across the board.
I love it. Great suggestion. What about you, Sterling?
Well, I'm going to deviate. I just want to know what we can do to make Subutai not a little bit better because apparently we made him so sad.
Don't be sad, Subby Ty. We love you, brother. What about you,
Hey,
T-Rex?
Real quick, let us know what we can do, okay?
Yeah. Let us know, bro. Let us know. What about you, T-Rex?
I would really still like to see a tournament-dedicated server.
Ooh, now you're making me happy.
Pay to enter. It only runs for 2 weeks or a month or whatever it is, set period of time, and then have like 1 through 5 gets rewards or whatever. Big rewards, like nothing cheap. Like you're gonna pay to get into it. Everyone gets the same, like I said earlier, same exact pack to start, and then go from there. Have at it. Best player comes out on top.
I love that.
What about the people who don't spend money?
Yeah, that's not you. Well, you would never go there because you have to pay to get in.
That's rude.
What about you, Doc?
Keep the free players out, and it puts the big spenders into the same place.
We should get one too.
Which is really what they're looking for is competition.
That's true.
So
Should get some
Very true.
Free competition and then a paid competition.
Yeah, free to play. We're gonna do a free to play. Doc, what about you, brother? What's your suggestion?
Well, mine is a little different. Mine's a little
keep it
different.
polite.
I definitely will keep it real polite. I would love to see where, like, say, a disciplinary button can be used in the family, so instead of kicking someone out the family,
Family jail.
like, you know,
Yeah.
something like that.
There's a goddamn prison.
Right? Why can't we use that for players that, you know what I'm saying? I just would like to see something like that. Or, for example, like if we're gathering and, you know, folks get emails and you're gathering, like, can one of us go hit our own family gathering for being dumb? You know what I'm saying? Like, just little things like that.
Ooh, the Don can mark you. The Don can make you vulnerable to family attacks. That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
Something in that essence right there.
Ooh, that would be nuts.
Then
That's a great suggestion.
Nobody would misbehave. Everybody would be like,
Not at all. No.
Well, my personal suggestion still is being able to reinforce allies. I think that would just change the game. It would make it way more interesting early on, especially as soon as a server opens. Making alliances with families would actually make a fuck, and I really think that it would change the game. I think people would start restarting in new servers just to get that rush, and then you know the just when that bad blood with other families, like, and now it's just kind of like, well, if I say we're in a peace treaty where we don't attack on tiles, I really hope they're gonna come help me. If the other family comes for us, like, it doesn't really. I think it would change the game. But yeah, great suggestions, everybody, for sure. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. Instead of giving. I guess that's Stubby Ty is still just complaining. The ability to rewatch KCL and FCL fights.
Yeah.
Especially like the ones in like the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. So we can rewatch Champions League. So I feel like the ability is kind of there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think that would be really, really interesting if we were able to do that. Shit,
man, that'd be fucking awesome. I really do wish that there was more of a graphic cinematic fight. You know, when you're watching the battles, I wish it didn't look like storybook. I wish it was just more interactive. But again, the graphics are super outdated. But I'm a retro guy, so it doesn't really bother me much. But again, guys, I cannot thank you enough for coming on, especially having all of us in the same room. It means a lot to me. I know it means a lot to Doc and definitely to Chat Mafia. You guys know the door is always open to you guys. You are always welcome on the pod. It is an absolute pleasure. And Chat Mafia, I fucking love you guys. We do this for you. This is episode 40. Doc and I have something absolutely crazy planned for the 100th episode. I'm talking about, like, clear your fucking schedules. I'm going to actually set a date. Frig, if you could help me with that, actually. I don't really know how to do it, but I need to set an event. We need to set a few events, actually. One for the giveaway of the prizes. Need to figure out the date on that. Need to figure out, obviously, the official Godfather tournament date. But I messaged the devs, and I'm waiting for them to reply back. I asked them, could they send a mail in the game about the tournament? I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to ask. What's the worst they can say? So once I get a response on whether or not they can do that, guys, we'll get that date for you. But I would like to schedule an event for the 100th episode, because when I say Doc and I have something mind-blowing planned, I mean that. So you guys have that to look forward to. Please, if you guys have not joined the official ACG Discord, do that, because we're going to have a lot of stuff going on in there. You guys are not going to want to miss it. And is there anything you guys want to say before we jump out of here?
No, thank you for joining.
Hell yeah.
I do have one comment.
Yeah.
This is for Subutai. Like, I know who that historical figure is. That was one of the generals for Genghis Khan. Okay, so instead of "woe is me," "for me," all that, bro, you gotta just go on a killing spree. That's what Subutai would do. Fucking kill everybody. Like just. Pop them, kill them, however you gotta do it. Kill everyone.
That is hilarious.
He needs to put $5 in the new jar.
Put it. Hey, I'm not the only one. Thank God.
No, like
The new jar.
small tidbit. Like, I'm a history nerd. Genghis Khan. I know all about it. Yeah, I'll bet he is. He said my R6 is Genghis Khan. Like, well, you need to go fucking kill some people, okay? Yeah, that's what he would do. He would level Baghdad until it was not a city anymore, okay?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I can't.
You are such a troll. Change your name to Shred.
I can't.
Doc, we got to get the parting words, man, so I can close this out. What do you got for the people?
Peace, love, and happiness, y'all. Until next time.
Until next time.